Okay, I have a pan. You can use any type of pan like this. And I have about 3 tablespoons of oil in there. I know it might look like more than that, but that's about what it is. I use extra virgin olive oil. Now, this recipe, it's a Greek fish recipe. It actually calls for 3 yellow onions. And at this point in time, the recipe is calling that you would slice up the onions and put them in. And then the garlic too. And brown the onions and the garlic for 5 minutes. I can't do onions as I mentioned before, but I think they would be a lovely addition. They make a lot of people. I love them, they're good for you, etc. I'm just going to do, normally you would do 3 cloves of garlic and the 3 onions, but I did more like 6 cloves of garlic because I compensate with the garlic. At this point in time you would brown the garlic, well not really brown the garlic, I meant brown the onions. And cook this for about 5 minutes. Then you're going to add in tomatoes. 2 cups. I'm adding in a whole can. It's a 28-ounce can of tomatoes. Most people I would recommend making this recipe, and I use Progressive because I love Progressive tomatoes. Most people though I would recommend use crushed tomatoes. It's going to make a different sauce for you. But we love tomatoes and whole tomatoes. But I will crush these up with my hands now, which I can't do while I'm holding the camera. But I will crush them up a little bit, but leave them a little bit whole because we like them that way. Okay, I got the tomatoes crushed up with my hand. And now I'm going to add a half cup of parsley. Of course, I'm using dried parsley, but you know, fresh would be great too. I'm also adding a half a cup of red wine and a teaspoon of oregano. If you heard sneezing, that was actually little Santino, my cat, who thinks he's a dog. Yeah, he's still sneezing. It's kind of this reverse sneeze syndrome that Persians can have at times. One thing I'm going to do here, which most people may not want to do, is I'm going to add a little few red pepper flakes because we like things a little not so bland. Let's put it that way. The original recipe doesn't call for that. I am going to let this cook for approximately 10 to 15 minutes now, and then I will combine it with the fish and bake it. Okay, this is tilapia fish. I take a 9 by 13 pan or casserole dish. I will put the official recipe in the sidebar. This is tilapia. It's a white fish. You want a mild fish for this. Orange roughy is great, but much more expensive than tilapia. And I just grease the bottom of the pan, and this is what I always make my Greek fish in, so it's nasty, but it works. And that's my oven saying it's ready to go. This is, put the tilapia in, I put some kosher salt and pepper, and now I'm going to put lemon on there. You just want to be a little careful with the lemon that you don't overwhelm it with lemon flavor. I'm going to put the lemon on. put the sauce on. I had preheated my oven to 375. This is my whitefish, tomato, oregano, red wine, parsley dish. And I'm going to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes at 375. And in the meantime, I'm going to make some linguine to go with it. Here's mine. I had a big green salad first. And now I'm going to have some fish. And that's mostly, as you can see, mostly tomatoes and sauce on top. And I have just a little bit on the side of pasta, but you can have tons of pasta with this, and this makes lots of good sauce that you can put over the pasta. And my husband put a little cheese on his, grated cheese on top.